Yes, we are in the F drive. So in my F drive, let me open that F drive, and you will see a kvc.txt file here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that using the attrib command, attrib attrib. So I'm going to change the attributes of that command. Just write attrib, and then to add attributes just write rash, rash, and okay, I have not started include. Okay, a, then sh rash, just write plus and space and plus. So you need to provide the command, the file you want to apply the command to. So I am applying on kvc.txt. So after that you will see that the file has gone and it is being hidden using the /h switch and slash with the plus s. You have made that file system file, so you cannot easily delete that. To get that file back or unhide that file, just write. Hey, hello YouTube, I'm Karan from Bharat, and this is the second part of the video series that I'm covering on learning the basics of batch programming. So this is the second part, and in this part we're going to cover these topics. So you just need to learn some more commands and we'll go over them quickly, and then we are going to discuss these important topics in this tutorial. So keeping things quick and clean, I'm going to run the cmd, as you know, window r cmd, and in this black screen we are going to try these commands. So the first command is prompt. As you can see that whenever you will launch cmd, a working directory is always printed on the console screen. So you can change that and using the prompt command. So let's see what the prompt command is. So getting the help using /? So changes the cmd.exe command prompt, and you can change this text to anything you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to make it more like Windows Linux terminal. So I'm going to write prompt, and then I'm going to write, let's say, kali @root. So now it seems to be a terminal window. You can also write some commands here, like some text here, and it will work perfectly as cmd, but now it seems to be like a Linux console or Linux terminal. So you can change that using the prompt command, and you can see the help menu for more customizations. And the next command is attrib. This is the most powerful command, I think you must know that. So I'm going to change the directory to desktop, and let's change the directory to another, let's say, drive. So I'm going to change it to my F drive. So let's see if we are in the F drive or not.
Yes, we are in the F drive. So in my F drive, let me open that F drive, and you will see a kvc.txt file here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that using the attrib command, attrib attrib. So I'm going to change the attributes of that command. Just write attrib, and then to add attributes just write rash, rash, and okay, I have not started include. Okay, a, then sh rash, just write plus and space and plus. So you need to provide the command, the file you want to apply the command to. So I'm applying on kvc.txt. So after that you will see that the file has gone and it is being hidden using the /h switch and slash
made that file system file, so you cannot easily delete that. To get that file back or unhide that file, just simply replace all this plus with minuses. Okay, let me turn the insert on again. Oh, my hands are working too slow. Yeah, this is cold here, so I'm typing slow. So as you can see, now the file has come back and you can easily read and write that file. So this command you must know. You can also find this useful in hiding or unhiding your personal data. So here another command is call. to call other batch scripts or batch plugins or batch files, you need to know about this call. And let me write question mark here. You can take the help, and it says calls one batch program from another, and you can make your batch program and type call, and it will call that file and then keep the current environment open. The color command is another file. So color is an internal command, and you can change the color, let's say green, and you will see all the color is changed. You can take the help to know the color codes. The color codes are in hexadecimal form, so take the commands and you will know all these color codes that we have just used. I have used 0A. The 0 stands for black and A stands for light green, so the background is black and the foreground is light green. You can invert that also, so just write AO, and it doesn't more geeky. This one is geeky, so we'll choose that. I've cleared the screen using CLS. The copy command, simply copy one file to other. Just take the example using this, and you will know all these things. Just copy the file using the copy command, and the move command does the same. And rem is just used for remarks. You can give your remarks or comments using rem command. You can write anything here, anything. So the CMD interpreter will ignore these lines after them. So you can use this command to give comments in your batch programs. Date, you can change the current date of the system using the date command. So it will ask you for date. I will not write anything, and it will keep the date same. You can see the current date and time using the date variable, and this is the current date. Inside the date variable you will see the current date, and current time is also given here, percentage time percentage. So this is the current time. It's 20:31. It's 8:31. The same thing. And you can simply write time to change the time of the system. I don't want that, so I will not do that. Delete is used to delete the file. Delete, then write a name of the file and it will get deleted. So don't delete any file using this command, because CMD will not ask you for do you want to delete that file, because once the file is gone, you cannot find it in the recycle bin. So the CMD is deleting without asking anything. You just need to tell it to delete and it will delete. So be cautious while using these commands. And mode is used to change the size of the current console screen. So I will change it to 80:25, the standard CMD size. It's already in the 80:25, so let me change something. So we have seen that the height of the CMD screen has changed, so let me make it back and again apply the same command. So you will see the mode command is changing the current console screen size, and the rename command you already know. Let's try to rename the kvc.txt file to kvc. Let's say txt.txt, and let me open the F drive. You will see there is a file kvc.txt.txt, and there is a type command. Type command is used to type the entire file on the console screen. Just write, let's type the kvc.txt.txt file and on the console screen, and the data inside the kvc.txt.txt file is on the screen. Like, you don't need to write echo every time, because echo will print the name of the file. If you will write echo kvc.txt.txt, it will print kvc.txt.txt. Okay, it is making me mad. But if you want to print the data inside the file, so you need to use the type command. So I hope these commands have gone through your head, and you'll have a good time if you will try these commands on your own. And let's start the real tutorial. So important shortcuts while executing in commands in CMD. So while executing any command, for example, let me autocomplete a name. So for example, I want to rename the file back, so I will write a command, and then if I have to rename a file named which is have longer name, so I will write first two letters of that command, that file name, and then press tab key tab tab beside your Q QWERTY keypad above the caps lock, and you will see it will auto complete the name for you, and if you will keep on pressing tab it will keep on switching things. And if you will pass the required value, just try shift tab and it will take you one step back. And now we are trying to rename that file to kvc.txt.txt, so let's rename it back and let's type the kvc.txt file, and yep, we have renamed the file back. And if you have written something and then just press escape key instead of backspace, it will clear the entire line. And these are the important shortcuts that I have known. If you know more, please comment that in the video below. So what is batch scripting or batch programming? It is just this question we have already cleared in the previous tutorial, but let's talk about it again. The batch scripting or batch programming is just keeping a lot of commands in a single text file, so that you don't need to write those commands again and again. You just need to execute that file and all the commands will get executed automatically. So writing those commands in a single batch file is called batch programming, according to me, or batch scripting in many cases. So variable handling in batch. So we are going to handle variables in batch because every programming language needs variables. Variables are the soul of that a programming language. So the set command is used. Okay, let me, console screen is taking too much space, so let me clear the screen again. And as you can see, variable handling in batch, the set command is used to set the value of variables. So let us create a new variable named as TheBATeam. Okay, we have not provided any value, we'll get error. So I have written set name of the variable, then equal to, and then assign the value to the variable. Let's say www.thebateam.org, and when I will press enter, so now this value is stored inside this variable. So when I will write echo to print a string, so I will write echo the TheBATeam. So CMD is not case sensitive, so if I will lower the case, it will not get any change, so it is still treating the variable as the same. But except the for loop, in the CMD is case sensitive, so we are printing, we'll talk about for loop in the next session. So it is printing the value that we have saved inside the variable. So that's how you can save values inside the variables. And the set command, and the variable looks like this, surrounded by 2% signs, and inside that the name of the variable. So if you want to apply arithmetic operations on variables, so to apply arithmetic operations we need integer variables. So let me call x, create a x variable named as 5, and set a y variable named as 6. So what I will do is I will write set/a switch, we'll use this arithmetic switch, and we'll write z, and then is equal to percentage x, because this is the name of the variable underscore x, and these two percentages will extract the value of percent underscore x, and the 5 will get printed instead of this mess. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to add y into it, so I will write that and press enter. So it is saying the answer is 11, and it is saving the value inside the z variable. So let's echo the z variable also. So the z variable also has the value 11. You can do all the arithmetic operations like plus, minus, and multiplication and division. So please keep that in mind that CMD only can handle integer calculations. You cannot divide 5 by 2, so it will give only 2. So let's see if you can do that. 5 divided by 2, yep, it won't give you 2.5, it will only give you 2. So to take the user input, you again need the set command, but with the /p parameter. Username is equal to, so you can write a string here like enter name, and the next line it is asking you for entering your name, so you can write kvc or whatever, and in the username variable the name kvc is saved. You can see inside the username you have saved kvc. So that is how you can create and manipulate variables inside the cmd console. User interaction with your program, getting input from user, we just seen that with using /p parameter in around set command. Some predefined variables in batch, we need a bigger console size. So when you will launch cmd, you will see that when I will write set and press enter without any parameter, you will see there are variables underscore x, y, z that we have just defined underscore username. If I will close that and I will bring another cmd screen, I will write again set. Our variables are not here because they were erased when we closed the session. But whenever you will launch the new session of the cmd console, you will see all these variables are predefined and they have presetted values, like the path variable, the important variable we talked about, the path extension variables. So all these values are already saved inside the variables when you will launch the console screen. So these are the predefined variables. You can use them, like you can use echo computer name, and the computer name of the current user will be printed, and you can use these home path and home drive and logon server and all these things just in your path. Like if you don't know the username of the computer, you can just write percentage username percentage, and the username will be replaced using in your patch code, and that's how your code will not get corrupt. So these are the predefined variables. The conditional statements, if statement, the final, we are going to talk about that. The if statements are the soul of batch programming. So let me clear the mess. And if statement, you can take the help. And there are three kinds of if statements according to me here. So you can use the else also. A longer manual needed for that. So just simply write if, then the variable, let's say the variable has value 5, is less than 6, which is true. So set the title to yes, else set it to no. So the title will be yes, and you can replace these numbers using variables. So I'm just showing for the tutorial point of view. So yes, now 5 is not less than 4, so the title is set to no. If you want to compare two numbers, just simply write if the number and the operation, and then the number, the condition and the number again. Then in under the bracket you can apply all the code or commands you want to execute if the condition is true or the condition is false. But if you want to compare strings, just try using this syntax /I, and the string, let's say kvc, is equal to TheBATeam, then echo yes, otherwise don't echo anything. So the kvc is not equal to TheBATeam, the kvc is inside the TheBATeam. So what we'll draw it is the kvc is equal to kvc. Okay, insert, we need to activate the insert mode. Yeah, now it is writing yes. So /I helps in handling these errors. If the k is, in first case it is bigger and the second case it is smaller, so /I will ignore those things and it will compare the strings only. So that is what we were gonna talk about in this tutorial. So I hope you like this tutorial, and feel free to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Please leave your suggestions, your love through your thumbs ups and comments. Thanks for watching. Please share this video and do like this. Bye bye.